It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
I got the feeling the fear. My city is crabs in the barrel. I learned to get back through the signs of the trials and the errors. Computer my life with the errors. I step like the Greek with no guidance, applying the errors. You niggas are not in my era. I was on that like Cronets. Put sand and get pressed like Kotex. I'm a black star with my squad like Most Def. Reign supreme, my face card like Maybelline. My dog used to push white like saving cream. These little niggas from the land of the Maybelline. You like to dance, have fun, try to shake the beam. God is my witness, I know that I'm flawed, but I got not folding to y'all. Set up the stage and I kill it, I'm going to war. Nobody can fuck with these bars. Roam through the land like seas. I'm drawing out a plan like Egypt, sowing my seed. Better y'all grow in season. I be going hard, no reason. Say la vie. One life, I got land to seize. Niggas might think I'm a Pharisee. This is my therapy. I do not care to please. Catch a Madeleine, so don't wanna square with me. Whoa. Better teach your man how to squabble. Rap money, but to fly me out of Cabo. Dedicated 1/4 to the game, boy. I got a shit bucket like a nigga hit the lotto. Backstage, full of plays on the phone, baby girl trying to hit me with a slot like Nevada. Let me introduce you to my new model. Finna push these niggas off me like, push these niggas on me like, push these niggas on me like,
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody is doing well out there. So y'all know we spoke yesterday about Kendrick Lamar's music and how it was going through some mysterious disappearances on Apple Music, on Tidal, music videos subsequently taken down from YouTube. Euphoria, Not Like Us, Luther music video, the entire GNX album was missing in some instances. And there was a lot of speculation going on about what happened. We had conversations about the licensing, the rights, possible reversions going back to Kendrick Lamar. Was his time with Interscope over with? I doubt it. Because especially not reversion rights after a year or two, absolutely not. But now we have a little bit of extra context to the situation. We still don't have final answers, but Loren Lorosa from The Breakfast Club has come out. She said she reached out to Kendrick's label, which subsequently is either PG Lang or Interscope. Tried to get some answers, and they basically didn't have the answer for her, or at least they didn't want to give her the answer. I'll be more specific and say that. Right? So now the thought process is that this was possibly just a hack. Right? Because we did see the music go down. It came back up. The numbers have been restored to their original place. The original uploads for Not Like Us music video and Luther music video have been recovered, have been restored. I'm quite sure they got in contact with the people over at YouTube to let it be known that it was a mistake. And of course, the powers that be with an artist such as a Kendrick Lamar with that level of fervor and energy behind him, they're gonna make sure that that data gets restored and recovered back to where it needed to be. So that's what it is. But now the latest talk is of a hack. I saw some people yesterday that were speculating about a possible hack, and it looks like you might have been looking in the right direction. Now, as we speak about hacks, I want to say unrelated, show some love to the homie Charles Brown. He got hacked a couple days ago right here on YouTube. His channel has been going through some changes, some fucked up changes. Number one, he got hacked, and the people who hacked his page started airing fucking crypto finance lives and shit like that. Had thousands upon thousands of people tuned in on his shit for some stuff that was completely unrelated. He reached out to YouTube creators and their whole team, YouTube and their thing. They got the channel knocked down, but as of yet, he hasn't been able to actually recover his original channel. So he started a new channel called Charles Brown Life. Okay. If there's anybody in the chat right now that has the link to the video, feel free to throw it in the chat. Typically I don't like promotional links being put in the chat, but for Charles, drop it in there for him if I don't see it first. Go support, go fuck with his channel, man, because we don't want to see anybody, in the community just get their shit mysteriously hacked, taken down. Like, niggas make money off this shit. Niggas build brands off this shit. Like, it's a big deal. And to have to start from zero is not a small undertaking. So, of course, once again, support the homie, man. But yeah, it seems like this is something that's going on right now. It's in the air, and I don't like this shit one bit, right? Now, as they spoke about it on the Breakfast Club, there was some speculation that this could be at the hands of weird-ass Drake fans. I don't know that to be a fact, so I can't pin that on them, but it is a part of the conversation that some weird-ass Drake fans could be affiliated with this hack of taking down GNX from Apple Music. Again, I don't know how they do it or did it, if that's what it was, especially since it only came down off of certain specific platforms. It wasn't like all at once. Spotify was still intact. Saw a lot of people in the comments that, they showed up late to the video, whether it was hour, 2 hours late. Some people still trickling in today, like everything is there. Everything is there. Yes, everything is there, but everything was not yesterday. Okay. So please, one thing I would love to encourage, just as, somebody who cares, is like, do your due diligence before speaking. Just like y'all want me to do it, y'all got to do the same. You know what I'm saying? Because you try to prove me wrong, like I'm out here lying or creating fake stories. What benefit does that do for me? I'm trying to build a credible business over here. I'm not doing weird ass AI videos for likes and views for temporary thrill. You know what I mean? I'm putting my name is on this shit, and my name means something whether you know it or not. But nonetheless, let's get to the Breakfast Club, Loren Lorosa, because again, she had communications with the label. So I'm gonna let her talk. Again, we can only play the audio.
All right, y'all. So yesterday, it got really weird out here in the Apple Music and YouTube streets, because we are, 3 days away from Drake's Iceman album. And then all of a sudden, Kendrick Lamar's GNX album disappears off of
what was
Apple
that
Music,
about?
which I'm still trying to figure it out. I'll get into I reached out to the label. They couldn't really explain anything. But so the GNX album is literally deleted off of Apple Music and Tidal, but you could still listen to it on Spotify. And then at the same time, you have the Not Like Us video that was taken down from YouTube at over 400 million views. And then you have the Luther video that was taken down from YouTube, right? And the Euphoria song, you couldn't listen to it on streaming as well.
That sounds like some hacking job.
What's happening?
So I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened. Now I reached out to the label, and I asked them, I emailed them, and I'm like, hey, I'm looking at it myself. It's not on Apple Music. What's going on? They responded to me like, wait, but it's still on Spotify. I don't think they even knew what was happening. I still don't have an answer as to what happened, but it did. Now, when the YouTube videos were taken down, there was another Not Like Us video that was posted back to Kendrick Lamar's YouTube page, but it was a brand new video. So the views and everything had started fresh. And then eventually they got the original videos for Luther and Not Like Us back up on YouTube. But
sounds like a hacking problem.
With the views and everything?
Yeah, with the original video from a little over a year ago.
Seems like somebody hacked into that.
But how do you hack Apple Music or YouTube or for a big artist like Kendrick
All
Lamar?
of those platforms.
Yeah, what? That's not weird to y'all?
I thought I saw something.
Yeah, that's weird.
I thought I saw something online yesterday where they said the person that did the hacking. It's like, I can't remember the name of the group.
See what I'm saying? It seemed like a hack.
Yeah, it's a group. It's like a group. But my thing is this. If you're a Drake fan, right, and you decide to do something like that, and I'm not saying that, the person who did this was a Drake fan, but just if you were, all you're doing is bringing more attention to Not Like Us and Kendrick the week of your guy's album coming out on Friday. Like you should make this all about Drake this week. There should be no conversations about Kendrick this week. So doing things like that is just making the conversation about Kendrick.
And you said how? They're hacking everything. They're hacking to the FBI. They're hacking to government stuff. They're hacking the finances, banks.
Then also one would assume that somebody's being paid to do this by Drake. That's speculation as well. I know people are like, oh yeah, he's definitely got to be paying somebody to do that.
It was a little spooky, and I reached out to DJ Khaled's team because I was trying to see if we would get a response on the fact that Charlamagne was saying that Drake is supposed to be taking shots at DJ Khaled.
He didn't hear it yet.
No, but just the fact that it's happening, and he's staying in his bubble, and I was literally told by someone in his camp he has no issue with Drake.
First of all, that man is not staying in the bubble no more. He's lost weight, so stop disrespecting big people like that.
I actually have photos of his new name is Slim Jim. I don't know if you guys know, but DJ Khaled goes by Slim Jim now, and he's over there minding his business.
Told you
and
that
they wanted to
ago.
make it very clear.
Salute to Khaled.
And he actually lost. I did the
Brother
comparison because a lot of people love to say he doesn't ever look like he lost weight. He does look like the way he lost now.
Salute to Khaled. He looks good. Look like he lost over 100 pounds. He looks really good.
Yeah.
Khaled calling himself Slim Jim is the most predictable shit ever. His whole character is the most predictable shit. His albums, his ad libs, his nickname. Nigga, do you do anything that's not generic? What the fuck? Slim Jim? Nigga. Anyway, so yeah, they're saying it could possibly have been a hack. The label allegedly doesn't know anything. They were trying to play like they were confused, and they were like, hey, it's still on Spotify, basically signifying we don't know what's going on. We didn't even know. Thanks for notifying us. Blase, blase. So it's very possible that nothing actually has changed, that no catalog, modifications have been made. Although we did see that the Not Like Us song, and I believe Euphoria, if I'm not mistaken, had Kendrick Lamar in the the copyright bylines of the music videos and all the different type of stuff. So it is looking interesting, but I think the strongest thing that we can say is that Kendrick didn't do this to get people's attention. I think that's the first thing that needs to be addressed. Kendrick didn't do this to get niggas' attention. And I don't particularly believe that Kendrick is gearing up to come outside and try to sabotage Homeboy's album release by trying to revert people to something new on his end. I just don't see it. You're free to believe what you want, but I do believe, and this is just me speaking, I do believe the ideas that you guys have about Kendrick, it may speak to something bigger and deeper within yourself or how you view him. And, I think sometimes it can be a little weird, a little strange, but all love, just voicing my opinion. Okay. To think this nigga's sitting around in his house, loving on his family, being who he is, and just thinking about Drake all throughout the year. And every time Drake thinks about making a move, every time Drake thinks about coming outside, every time Drake thinks about dropping a song, every time Drake thinks about visiting his son, Kendrick Lamar is just waiting in the wings, figuring out a way to shit on him. I personally cannot embrace that idea. If he proves me otherwise, I'm honestly going to be disappointed. But that's just me. So yeah, we could pretty much dead a lot of those theories and a lot of that tinfoil shit. Now, am I saying that there's no possibility that Kendrick Lamar could be in the studio creating new music, gearing up for a new project, working on shit of his own? I think all of that is in the realm of possibility. I think it's a very strong possibility, right? It's very well known that after every album is released, Kendrick Lamar doesn't just sit around and rest on his laurels and look at his victories. He's an artist. He's an artist. He's going back in the studio as they're wrapping up the current album. They're already working on the next. It's already been spoken about. Soundwave has done interviews talking about it. There is something in the works. When it's going to come to fruition, when we're going to start getting teasers or something drop out of the blue, who knows? And personally, I won't believe anybody that tries to give us an inkling of anything on the way, because it's already been proven that we cannot allow anybody to speak for him. You know what I'm saying? Certain things, yeah, I can understand certain maybe relational things like, oh, is this person cool, or this, that, and the third, or conversations that took place in the past, or how he may have felt about things. But as far as how he's moving forward, we already know this nigga just drops when he feels like it. They could have it all the way planned out for the next 2 years behind the scenes, but to us, it's gonna look random. It's gonna look like, oh shit, surprise, nigga. It just is what it is. The last 15 years have already showed us that. And when he does drop, whenever that day comes, do I think that it's gonna be more intentional shots at Drake? Not necessarily. I think him popping his shit is always gonna be a thing. I think him taking shots at people who are inauthentic, that ain't real, that ain't loyal to the soil, that are out here flexing, doing bullshit, acting weird. I think all of those things are always going to be made reference to because it always has been in his music. And if those things happen to fit the Drake profile, which they do unequivocally, I think there's always going to be some parallels between the situation. But do I personally believe that Kendrick Lamar is just consumed with this nigga and wants to continue to associate himself with him after his music and lyrics and words have popped up in litigation? No. After his contract has been submitted for legal review and all of this other shit, and they're trying to go through records and all of this different shit of documentation to try to find a way. I mean, they're still going through the appeal process on this lawsuit. We still have scholars coming from all over the world, left and right, that are defending UMG. I won't even say defending UMG, defending freedom of speech, defending Kendrick Lamar's First Amendment right, defending the nature of hip hop, the nature of rap battles, and the elements of what this thing was founded upon. Do you really feel encouraged to continue to engage with a person who has your music caught up in all of that? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. But again, I can't speak for homie. I don't intend to. I just can give my thoughts like everybody else. All right? Let me know what y'all think of all of this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there, man. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic and the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I ran for filth. The sympathy cause consulting for the stacks I built. I had